Hi, welcome back to Air Engine Research, where my channel is devoted to building a compressed air engine and putting it in a vehicle to replace the gasoline or diesel engine. Now, if you've watched some of my other videos, and especially my last video, you'll see that I've taken the engine completely apart again. The reason that being because when I ran it at slow RPM, it was lugging down and running very erratic. And I realized the reason was because, so let's see what it looks like from this side. Oh, see, I got one of my bearings loose. That's not good. That's not supposed to happen, especially when I'm showing you how it's supposed to be running. The bearing that runs in this eccentric needs to be always on the outside, and the way it was running on the outside part of the time, but then in this position it was pushing back, so it was pushing against this small center instead of riding in the larger outside. So the only thing I can do is try to get that set up so that it will always be pulling on the outside or pushing on the outside. And I thought, well, I had an idea that I could take this and cut this end of it off and mount it so that it always rides back in this side here. But I needed to make it so it crossed, and when it did so, I thought it would look like this. One of them here, and another one here, and another one here. And when I did that, I realized that that's not going to work. If I have this here, my bearing is over here. I put this on, my bearing is over here, and it's right on top of this. That's not going to work. So I need to make it so that it always is like this. Two over here and two over here. But I'm going to have to make a number of changes in order to do that. I want to put the drive shaft like so. It'll come down and go in so that it's pushed out. As it pushes out, it works the bearing in and out in the groove to always stay in the groove. But this was the air inlet, and this needs to be up on top, so I can't have that. I'm going to have to plug this, move the hole over to the side, and then I'll be able to make the pusher shaft. I guess I'll have to call it a push-pull shaft, because it's going to push out, but it's also going to pull. So you see the problem that I have. I'm going to have to modify the cylinders. I'm going to have to make new shafts in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be leaving to visit relatives in Germany, and I won't be back for 5 weeks. So in the meantime, it's just going to have to wait. I'll be back the middle of December, and I might not be able to do too much until sometime in January, but in the meantime, hopefully my friend will be able to get my drive shaft adapter to the transmission made for me, and the plate that goes from here that bolts onto the transmission to mount the engine to. Once I have that, I'll start working on these things. But for now, I guess I'm gonna call it a day. I need to work on the design for the air in and exhaust valve. So till next time, which will be probably in January, possibly December, but I'll make a video as soon as I can to let you know how things are going. Thanks again for looking and checking in, and for you longtime subscribers, please have patience. I'm trying to get it done.